What's up, everybody? This is Mike here at Rogue Comics, and this is the third Wednesday. Actually, you know what? Let me move the fan. All right. I did everything except that. It's third Wednesday of the month, and you have nothing else to expand on that. But what I can do is I can show you the new books that are coming out tomorrow here in my store and other stores, but I can only speak on my store, so that's what I'm going to do. And as always, we start with DC. Here you have a second printing for Absolute Catwoman. This is a gorgeous Carrie Andrews cover. And Mike, they already did this cover for number one. Why are they just reprinting the same exact cover? Well, they are not. Well, technically they are, but what is going to make this cover even hotter is that it is actually a foil variant. So it has all of that going for it, but it's in foil, and it looks really good. Here we have Absolute Flash number 17, I think he says, question mark. I don't have an Explorer, File Explorer open. Right, there it goes, it's on the TV now. Yes, this is issue number 17, and it is still being written by Jeff Lemire, however you pronounce it, and Haining is doing the interior art. There we go. Now I can follow it. Now I can follow along. Nice. What do we got next? We have Absolute Green Arrow number 3. I don't know why I thought this was number 2. And hold on a second, because I really need a drink. That is so good. I can't impress upon you how good that is. But this is issue number 3. I don't know why I got it confused with issue number 2. Whatever. I do it. I'm entitled. There's so many things I got to keep track of. That this is issue number 3. And I can't even pronounce that last name. Picochode. I'm slaughtering names left and right. Let's see. Where is League of... You know what I should do? I should ask AI how to pronounce these names. I mean, do something useful for a change, you know? Let's see what we got here. We have Pornsack Picheshote? I don't know. But I can tell you that Raphael Albuquerque is doing the art. And some art it is, let me tell you. He's also doing the cover here. And then you also have this cover by Kyung hope that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know. I'm sure he'll excuse me slaughtering his name because I am a huge fan of his art. And mostly he does like women, but every once in a while he did, I think, a Deathstroke, the Terminator. I think he did a cover for that too. So this is his. And I think I'm only down to one copy of this left. I could be wrong unless there's been some messages that have been sent to me that I haven't checked. Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 53. Now this cover is by Dan Mora. The interior art, though, however, is by Adrian Gutierrez. So that's unfortunate that Dan isn't doing the cover. I mean, the interior. But at least he did the cover. And Adrian, not for nothing, his art is good too. Let's not get that twisted. And Mark Waid is continuing to do the writing. And this is the finale in Skataris, which is where Warlord lives. Those of you that came up in the 80s are familiar with Warlord. Dark Knights of Steel. This is Dark Knights of Steel 2, Electric Boogaloo, number 1. This is written by Tom Taylor. Wait, cover by Yasmin Putri. However, the art is by Otto Schmidt, and the art in here is awesome. Looks really, really good. Recommend it. And the cover, Yasmin, come on, come on. Deathstroke the Terminator number 5 is right here. Still written by Tony Fleeks. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce Tony's name. With art by Carmine Di Giandomenico, who also did the cover here. And his art is awesome. And you might also see some other characters from the DCU in here. Perhaps. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know why this is here. Oh, I do know why this is here, because Universal ships Dynamite also, and I forgot. So let's just pretend you saw this in the Independents, and look, it's Ursula from Little Mermaid, issue number 5, Mirka Andolfo. There you go. End of Life, number 6. This is a very entertaining book, and it will at least be going to issue number 8. Yeah. Kyle Starks, Steve Pugh? Pugh? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Sorry, Steve. But he did the art in here. He also, no, Gerald Perel did the cover. Lobo, issue number 5, Jorge Corona did this cover. And I didn't put anything else up there. Okay, so you're seeing this cover. There were 3 other variants. No, 4. But I didn't put them up. Oh well. New Titans number 37. This cover here is by Torrin Clark. And as you can see on the bottom there, it happens to say, plus a 4-page introduction to Static. Because, well, I don't want to spoil it, but Tate Bromball does the writing, Marcus Toe does the art. Nightwing number 140 is right here. Jorge Fornes did this cover. Dan Waters and Dennis Cohen writing and art. Glad to see Dennis Cohen doing something. And his stuff looks good too. Superman Unlimited number 15. Now, when this started, I was happy. Why was I happy? Because, see right there on the cover? I mean, I didn't want them to be fighting. But all starting with issue number 12. Actually, sorry. No, issue number 11 is when Dan Slott reintroduced the rightful version of John Kent. If you've been following, you've seen some things, and this is where we are now, as you see Damien's on the cover there. While I will say, overall, I was disappointed. I did like the way that it ended, somewhat, but I'm still disappointed, and I still curse Brian Michael Bendis, and I really hope he does not do anything else for Marvel and or DC ever again. Let me just say that. Oh, and here's a Zoe Thorogood variant cover. Love Zoe. Wonder Woman. Oh, this happens to be also the final title of DC for this week. Wonder Woman number 35 with a cover by Jeff Spokes, who I really wish they would give a book to. Please. 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 Yeah, see. Coming up, according to League of Comic Geeks, I do see cover for Deathstroke, Absolute Batman 23. I'm going back down. No, never mind. Oh, no, maybe this is, yeah, no, this is, okay. So I guess maybe no. See, they don't specify if it's cover or if it's the interior or what. But he really, really, really needs to do. Oh wait, looks like detective. Okay. Okay. So he's going to be doing detective. Good. But give him a regular monthly book, please. Thank you. But he did discover here. Which reminds me of a piece that artist Phil Jimenez, when he was hanging out at the store signing and drawing things for people. This was like 10 years ago. 12 years ago. 12 years ago when I had just moved over here. He had drawn something similar to that with Wonder Woman. Looked really good. Here's a pretty awesome David Nakayama variant. I don't know what they're calling this outside of David Nakayama. Oh, David Nakayama cardstock. And then we have this one here, which came close to being a thumbnail. Kyu Young Eum swimsuit cardstock variant. But I went with what I went with, and I regret nothing. Over in the MCU, here we have Alien King Killer number 4. This is the Alessandro Capuccio variant. I don't think I ordered the A cover because I really wasn't feeling it too much. So I got this. Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versity number 4. This is the penultimate issue of this 5-issue miniseries. And might Red Goblin be back? Who knows? The cover might clue you in. Avengers Armageddon number 2. I did read this, and I gotta say I did like the art. Let me see who did the art. I know that Zdarsky wrote it, but I don't know who drew it. Who drew it? Delio Diaz. Or, yeah, Delio or wait a minute, or Frank Alpizar. So either of them, whoever it was, y'all did a good job. Congratulations. DK Ruan did the cover right here. And this is issue number 2. I think it'll be 5 issues long. Let's see. Doesn't say. But here's a variant. This one is by Adi Granov. And then we have this one here. I don't gotta tell you who this is, do I? Alex Ross, Marvel Dimensions Virgin variant. And then this is a 1 in 25 In Hyuk Lee variant. Oh, and also a David Nakayama Color Block Blue variant. And we have this Dave Barden Pixar 40th anniversary variant right here, inside out, as you can see on the cover. And last but not least, this entirely ridiculous Chip Zdarsky Smile variant, homaging, what was it, Captain America? Oh god, I forgot what issue it was. Whatever, it's homaging Captain America. That's all you need to know. Speaking of Captain America, here's issue number 13. Could that be hell? Perhaps. Perhaps. Here is a David Nakayama Color Block Blue variant. And then we have this excellent Alex Ross Marvel Dimensions variant. Yes, this is the color of the cover. And I'm glad he did that. Fantastic Four, number 14 is right here. Now, there are, let me see. There's the main story, which is, why does it do that? Okay. The main story, which, oh wait, that's weird. Okay, well, The main story has art by Ramon Rosales, and his art is really, really good. And then there's 2 other features in the back, and I wish I could tell you who the artists are. I don't happen to have anyone. What's up, Mike? I just saw that over on Instagram. There's 2 additional stories, very brief, and one of them connects to Wolverine 25. But what I'm trying to get at is the art in there is really good too. So this issue was just full of good art, and the story was pretty good also. That helps. David Nakayama, color block blue variant right here. Here we have a Matthew Waite variant, which I liked. A little 8-bit-ish there. Now, I do have something to say. There's something, y'all know how I get occasionally where it says on the bottom, final cover may vary. Now, they haven't really been saying that too much, but there have been a lot of differences. And rather than bore everybody with it, because y'all are here to see the covers, not the behind-the-scene things, but I'm going to perhaps maybe do another stream one time complaining about this. Because this isn't one of those things about, I don't know, like outrage about stupid shit like people do. This is literally, as a store owner, when we see covers, especially variant covers, like A covers, they're A covers. I mean, people are going to want to collect the A covers, so usually store owners get them. But when you're seeing, you're assaulted. I mean, look at, there's 1, 2, and then there's another one. This one, 3. There's 3 variant covers for Fantastic Four this week. Okay? And there's 3 different covers. Now, David Nakayama, he's a known commodity, so you know what you're going to get with this, especially when they title it Color Block Blue. So you know you're going to get a cover that's all blue, and it's got, you know, probably some of the main characters on there. That's it. That's fine. But when you get something like this, Matthew Waite, nothing against him. I do like this cover a lot, but I don't know him, and he doesn't have a series. David Nakayama, Alex Ross, Lee Bermejo, they have series. So you know, series as in S-E-R-I-E-S. So you know essentially what the layout is going to be. So as a store owner, you can say, okay, I know I got my Alex Ross collectors, I got my Lee Bermejo collectors, they're going to want it. This you don't know. And when you do something that is different from what you show, that's not good. So I'm planning on doing something about that. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm talking about it now, but we'll see. And there are differences, especially like even with this one here. Now, when I saw this, this looks good. This is the Aaron Cooter Disability Pride variant. Now, this is what it shows on Penguin Random House's site. When store owners go there to order the books, this is what you see. And I like this. I like the way the white is like almost, I don't want to say it's overpowering the red, but the red stands out because of it. The final cover does not look like this. And I'll show you in that stream. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have it here, but the art is still good. The art is still the same, but like they did little changes like the Fantastic Four logo, some other things, it's not the same. And I don't think as store owners, we should be forced to, you know, like right now I'm showing you this, and then when you get here, it isn't going to be this, and that's not fair. That's not right, you know? And it's doing it again. I don't know why it's doing this. Hold on, WZ. This is weird. Let's see. Trigger. There we go. Okay. Is it live? It's live. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know why it's doing it. Try say something again, WZ. I see you there. What's up? Just for some reason, it's not saying things. I'm not seeing it. Pop it out. But anyway, thankfully there hasn't been really anybody commenting in the chat, so I don't have to keep up with that. I don't know why. Some weeks it'll show up and some weeks it won't. What was I ranting about? Just covers. It'll be another stream. I'm going to continue. The Infernal Hulk. What number is this? Where is it? I just lost the window. God damn it. There it is. Number 9. I believe this is ending with number 10. I could be wrong, but probably not. But this is a Nick Klein cover. And hopefully Nick will get more work after this. Here's the Simone DeMeo Hellfire costume swap variant. I would like to see a Simone DeMeo series with She-Hulk and Rogue drawn, because I really like the way he draws Rogue, and She-Hulk's looking pretty good here too. I don't know who I would want to write it, but Simone needs to definitely do that. And here is the Humberto Ramos Pixar 40th anniversary variant, featuring Ratatouille, which was an okay movie. I expect a rant on tonight's game stream. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a game stream tonight. We'll see. Inglorious X-Force is up next, number 7. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the art in this issue. For me, anyways. Because this is Michael Stamaria. And I guess it's Romulo Fajardo Jr. Oh, wait, no, he's the colorist. Well, I guess maybe he affects the art. I don't know. Michael's art doesn't look the way it usually does. And I usually do like it. But here I don't know, I'm not feeling it. But Tim Seeley is the artist. And R.B. Silva did this here cover. David Nakayama did another color block blue variant. Here with Warren, Archangel, in his Archangel form. Punisher versus Spider-Man, number 1. Now, for some reason, I think there was a parental advisory on here, but I don't know why that was. And I could almost swear to God I did see that somewhere. Maybe it was on the cover itself. I don't happen to have one near me. But I don't see why, if that is the case, because this was pretty good. I mean, pretty tame. Written by Dan Abnett, with art by Matteo Della Fonte. And the cover, this one, is by Jonas Scharf. This is the A cover. DK Ruan is right here. Now see, originally I had something else as the thumbnail. I did it, photoshopped it. I think I even posted it. And then I'm going through this, and usually, see, I'm really not good on YouTube because I don't necessarily cater to whatever is the thing. You know, like if there's a trend or something like that, like I don't care, you know. So the thumbnail I was going to post was just something I was like, oh, I like that. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. There's a Spider-Man movie coming out in like 2 weeks or whatever, and the Punisher is going to be in it, and blah, blah, blah. And Marvel's doing all these Spider-Man books, which is good, because I like Spider-Man. But screw it. And I do like this cover. So I went back and actually redid the thumbnail, and this was the thumbnail. So a little of my thought process there. Here's the Dave Johnson foil variant. Almost kind of a little homage-y, somewhat, sorta, I guess. Spider-Man 129, I think it was. Right? Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know why it doesn't say homage, but... And a Willis Portacio variant right here. I don't know what there's more of, bullet casings or webbing. Maybe a little bit of both. But Willis came up in the 90s, so it makes sense that there's a lot of bullets. Silver Surfer number 5 facsimile. There's also a foil version of this cover. Here we have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Echoes of the Empire number 4. Phil Noto did this cover. I didn't have to look that one up. What do we got next? Oh, okay. We have next What If Jessica Jones number 1. And I believe, let's see what the what if is. I know it has to do, obviously, with, here we go. What if the radioactive spider bit Jessica Jones? Well, I do believe she would become Spider-Man. Justina Ireland and David Messina are the creative team on this. Justine is the writer. Dave is the artist. Lucas Vernick did this cover. David Messina did this cover. And they're also calling this the homage variant. And then we have this Michael Gaydos variant right here. I like that they did this because Michael Gaydos was an artist on Alias. So it's good to see him drawing Jessica again. And anytime that synergy, I like it. And last but not least, for this week, X-Men number 33. Featuring someone who may or may not have been casted this week. Magneto. Cover art by Tony S. Daniel, who also handles the interior art, and Jed McKay is the writer. There's also two variants. There's this one here by David Nakayama, color black blue variant, and this one here. This is Matteo Delafonte variant, and I thought about doing this as the thumbnail. Came close, because I do like this, and I'm glad that Scott is. They're definitely doing Scott better than they were before. I'm trying to see if this dude's doing more. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, okay. This guy here, Delafonte, he's going to be doing the Midnight X-Men at least number 1 and 2, out in October. Good. He's got a book. Nice. I'd like to see him do Rogue, please. Thank you. Over in the Independents, we have, hey look, it's Ben 10 number 3, and it's actually here, even though I got half the covers last week, but this is the A cover right here, which I'm gonna have to go back there. There we go. Okay, this is the Robert Carey A cover. This is the A. So if you're here last week, you wanted the A cover. I didn't get it because they put it in a shipment. Don't know why. Then we have this B cover. This is Duncan Rouleau. And then this C cover by Dustin Gwynn. And then a D cover by Sebastian Perez. I like this one. Up next we have Foundations. Now, this is a one-shot from Dark Horse. If I can find it. And it's not here. Why is it not here? Was it last week? No. Weird. Okay, hold on. I gotta find this because I know it is Foundations. It is, here we go. It is Dark Horse. And it does say July 15th. I don't know why it's not up there. So, written by Mike Huddleston, Mike Del Mundo, and Jonathan Hickman. The art is by Jerome Pena, and Mike Huddleston did the cover. This is magazine-sized, and like I said, it's a one-shot. And basically, this is something that Hickman has been doing for a while. And it is 48 pages. Now, according to this is the perfect starting point for everything to come as a new universe is born. Now, if you're familiar with a Jonathan Hickman, then you know his attention to detail. It's very, very intense. And that is the case here. So I highly recommend this. Like I said, it's a one-shot. It's called, 3W3M is what it says on the file. and that's what it's called. I think it's like a Kickstarter thing or Substack or something like that. It came out during the pandemic is when Hickman started doing this, and now this is the first time that something like this, to my knowledge, has been in print. Could be wrong, maybe, perhaps, but I don't know. But anyway, Jonathan Hickman, grab it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #2 is up next. This is cover A, which is the main, and oh, I thought they were going to tell me the guy's first name, but they didn't, and I don't recognize it. Sorry. Where the heck is Boom? There it goes. Boom. The cover is by Enid Balam. The art is by Andrew Griffith, and Marguerite Bennett is writing it. Oh, and also Philip Sevy is also an artist. I don't know if they share art duties, maybe flashback, whatever the case may be. He's also doing art. Now, this here, I don't know why. I don't know why, but I can tell you, it's fun. This is Sonic the Hedgehog X Godzilla. I don't know why. This is the A cover with art by Jack Lawrence. The interior is also by Jack Lawrence, and Nick Marino is doing the writing. Now, back in the day, IDW used to do like some of the strangest crossovers ever. I guarantee you what would happen is all the creative people would get together, hang out, do a lot of drugs, maybe hallucinogenics, whatever, and come up with the craziest crossovers. And they were awesome. The very last one they did, usually there was like one thing that was the basis, and then what they would do is they would take all their properties that they had, like Transformers and G.I. Joe and the X-Files and the Turtles and Ghostbusters and all that, and smush them all together, and it was incredible. The last one they did was centered around the X-Files, which the Lone Gunman, and it had like the Crow, it had the Turtles, it had the Ghostbusters, and there was one more. I don't think it was the Transformers, but it was excellent. And then they stopped doing it, and I don't know why. I imagine that there was a lot of work involved in getting all of these properties to agree to being part of those crossovers, but it was incredible. So here we go. We'll try this. Sonic Godzilla, #1, 4 covers. We got this one. Sorry, no, 5 covers. This one. This is the B cover, which is also a good one. Oops. Let me see. This one is by Mauro Fonseca. Then we have the C cover, which is by Minho Kim. And then we have this Clayton Crane cover D. And lastly, we have this Miko Suyan variant cover. Now this, if you saw it, this was going to be the thumbnail originally. I was going to go with this. Because me and Godzilla, we have history. And it's just crazy. And I like when they do fun things like this. You know, when they take different characters or different genres, different franchises, whatever the case is, and put them together. So I went with this. But then I said, Spider-Man, you know, Punisher. Yeah, let me do it. But if you happen to be watching this on TikTok, oh, and by the way, I do apologize to everybody that watches on TikTok. I was trying to connect it so you would be able to see it live, but for some reason, I can't find the stream or the, what's the other thing? There's a stream, it needs a stream, where is it? The server and the stream key, and I couldn't find those things. Once I do, I will be able to stream live on there. Until then, you're going to have to see the replay. I'm sorry. But I left the thumbnail. The old thumbnail is on there on TikTok. So if you want to see what it looks like, head over there. Here we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, #10. This has been a series about Shredder. Shredder. 10 issues. We're at issue #10. and it's not stopping. It's going to number 13 and maybe further. This is incredible. Like, yes, Dan Waters is writing it, and Jonah Zafiro is doing this art in this issue. Mateus Santoluco did the cover. I do like Mateus's art. Here we have the last book of the week, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. What is it called? Training Day. Training Day. Now, this is a one-shot. That's all you need to know. There are covers, but let me get to this. Tom Waltz, Kevin Eastman are the writers. Freddie Williams II. Now it says 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 artists in here, I guess. See, I should have brought one over here with me. But if this is to be believed, Freddie Williams II, Ben Bishop, Isao Escorza, and Isaac Escorza are the artists on this book. And Tom Waltz, did I say him? I said him already, is the writer. This cover, oh wait, you know what? Maybe this is what they did. Maybe because the Escorza brothers did this book right here. This cover, I should say. Sorry, my bad. And then we got this cover here. This cover is by Eastman and... No, just Eastman. Okay. I thought it was Eastman and somebody, but it's not. And then we have this one here by Clayton Crane. So, 3 covers, 1 shot. This is a 1 shot now. So you only have to buy that, and that's it. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of this stream. Thank you for watching. If you're watching live, appreciate you, WZ. Have a good night, my friend. Watching on the replay, thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. And if you are watching and you are local and you happen to see something that you would like me to hold aside for you, then please, I implore you to get in touch with me and let me know you want me to hold it aside. The way to get in touch with me is on the screen there, direct.me/RogueComics. The old-fashioned ways, RogueComicsCT on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, RogueComics. That is it. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and have a great new comic book day. And let's see where we go. Yeah. And hopefully I'll be here next week.